take it slow. Say hello to a wonderland of snow. There's loot in the mountains, our favorite time of year. With every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play. The trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash. Chest is full, rare and beautiful. Toys for every loadout, for fun without a doubt. There's loot in the mountains, everyone can see. So take it slow. Say hello to a wonderland of snow. There's loot in the mountains, our favorite time of year. With every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play. The trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree.
Alright everyone, welcome back to our Fortnite stream for XP League Brookfield, coming to you live from Code Ninjas in Brookfield. We are just getting all onto the coaches Discord call and getting queued in, as you can see for us. We are already queued into the match. We should be getting started. The goal is to get started here in about 5 minutes at 10 after the hour. Looks like we already have 47 players queued. We normally have over 80 players in these matches. Now we just jumped up to 56. So hopefully we'll be on schedule to get everybody in and ready to go on time. And hopefully this week we'll won't have any issues with any zone violations or anything like that. There's been a lot of discussion, reclarification on when you can or can't, and we'll definitely make sure that we're in our kids' ears about when they can engage other opponents, and that they do also when the time starts, so they're not caught off guard when somebody else starts coming after them. So, all right, well, we're going to wait here. Let's see, what are we up to? We're up to 65 players in the queue. Like I said, we've got a couple of minutes left before we officially get started, so we're going to go on mute, wait for the rest of the queue to fill up, and I'm going to go check in with the team, and then hopefully we'll get started soon. So hang tight.
There's loot in the mountains, our favorite time of year. With every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play. The trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash.
All right, we should have about 2 minutes to go. Just went in, checked on the team, reminded everybody of the rules of engagement on which zone they can start. Everybody already knew it, so we should be on the same page. Just a couple of coaches going through a couple of coaching tips on just making sure that you're ready for it. So last week we had one of our players was just getting stalked right up to the countdown, and just to kind of check around you, maybe put yourself in a box if you need to, right as that clock is counting down, just to make sure that if somebody's been bird dogging you, that you didn't see, that you have a chance to get through it. So, all right, we just got the 60-second notice that we're going to be starting. So it looks like we're looking to start on time. We're up to 78 players. I haven't heard anybody talk about technical issues not being able to get in, so hopefully we'll be starting on time. For us, we've got in our upper left corner, we've got Strong Kiwi 74, newest member of our team. And then we've got Odd Epic in the upper right, and then we've got Jack the Destroyer on the bottom. So for anyone following at home, that's Strong Kiwi 74 in the upper left, Odd Epic in the upper right, and Jack the Destroyer across the bottom. Peek in here one more time. Looks like we've been at 78 players for quite a while, and we are at 210. So I think they just said they're just checking on something. quickly. We should be getting started here shortly.
Mountains, our favorite time of year.
Team's been doing pretty well this year. We've had 2 weeks in a row of 16th place finishes. I took a quick peek at the standings. I think we're right around the middle of the pack. I think we are actually our 16th, so we're in a really good position. As this team continues to develop on the curve that they're on, those last 3 weeks are worth so many points that you can really move up if you take advantage of that opportunity. So these guys have positioned themselves in a good spot for what's essentially a first season for this team, to get a pretty good placement. So we're coming off of, I think last season, the two returning members of the Dragons, I think we finished 21st or 22nd out of 32 teams. So we're already showing a little bit of improvement. And our Magic team, which we don't have this season, was able to move themselves up from like 6th to 3rd place in that last week. So a lot of things can happen. Oh, look at that. We're up to 85. So we did have a few more teams trying to get in. We are just about there. All right, we're getting a 15-second countdown here to start the match. So we're going to be good luck and have fun to all the players. We should be jumping in here shortly. And here we go. Right on cue. Alright, and everybody's in. Well, the players were pretty wound up, ready to go, so hopefully we can put that energy into the game. Okay, so we are on Spawner Island. Looks like we've got a Spider-Man skin, and for Strong Kiwi 74, we went with the vanilla skin there at the bottom for Jack the Destroyer, and the Odd Epic's got, I don't know, some kind of a suit. It's kind of cool. Alright, looks like we're going to stick with that location that we chose last time, which looks like it's going to be close to the flight path. So it might be we might not be the only ones there, but that was not a bad spot for us to be. We got a decent amount of loot, it wasn't crowded, unlike that cavern that was starting to cause a lot of problems for us. It's close to the center of the map, so we can move if we need to get into that first storm circle. A lot of people jumping early. Looks like we're gonna wait till we're right over the top before we jump, and out we go. So we can come pretty much straight down on our spot. So again, we're not being able to engage within that first storm. So you don't have to worry as much about how close you land to each other, because you don't have to worry about getting tagged once you get on the ground. So you can divide up a little bit and try to get as much loot as you possibly can, and just maximize your ability to get as much loot as you can. So, all right, and we are almost fully on the ground. Jack the Destroyer just floating in. There he is. Okay, so everybody's down. Now the goal is to try to get as much loot as possible and get the best possible equipment you can. So try to take as many materials as you can so you could build walls late in the game, while also finding as much loot as you can. Looks like we're found some splashers there for some shields. That didn't give Odd Epic too much. There we go. So still finding chests. These guys can find something good. Looks like Jack the Destroyer's got probably the most loot so far, followed by Odd Epic. And hopefully we get something better than that bat for, there we go. Alright, so Strong Kiwi 74. Okay, let's peek in on these guys a little bit. So how many got in? I did hear that one team got kicked on launch, which stinks. That's happened to us before, and unfortunately there's nothing you can do about it. So we did go from 84 down to 81 players in the match. So we've got about 2 minutes before that first circle starts to come in. Good job by Odd Epic getting some wood for some building materials late. Same thing with Jack the Destroyer. These guys are already on the move. They didn't spend a lot of time looting there, but I know that they like to come to this location here where they've got some NPCs that you can engage with. I think there's a vault in here. So you can get a lot more loot. Looks like Odd Epic is pushed ahead without the rest of the team, knowing that he can't be engaged anyway. And then hopefully the rest of the team catches up. So, not a lot of great loot so far. No legendaries or anything like that, but it's still early. Hopefully these guys can find some good stuff. I think he's calling, he wants the team to get together so they can get into this vault, but you have to have everybody there. So team's back on the move. Just getting some food, save that for later. Yeah, they did get pretty well split up. So, but again, I guess you don't have to worry about it early in the match anymore. Now they're getting back together. Alright, now you got two of them. And just waiting on Jack the Destroyer. Up, and then they'll be able to open that vault. There we go. Hopefully there'll be something good inside. Just waiting for the door to open. Alright. There we go. Alright, so they're smartly using the splashers on everybody, get everybody all shielded up. So everybody's got full shields, everybody's got decent kit. Alright, so we're in good shape here. I think we're, there's always more that you can go get, but these guys got a decent amount of loot, decent weapons, so they can, when the time comes, I was hoping somebody would click on the map here. And okay, so we've got about 2.5 minutes before we can start engaging, I believe. Somebody clicks on the map, we can make sure, check out the zone. Looks like they decided to go into a rift and go on the move. They like to go back over to that bridge. Some consistency from these guys from week to week. They do like coming to this bridge. I think you can usually find some Spider-Man gauntlets over here. Okay, here's somebody in the area. Somebody drive by in a boat. Not sure. Maybe not. Alright, yeah, there's lots of loot on this bridge, so it's not a bad place to go. They could always replenish some of their shields if they need to. Peeking in here at the time, looks like about 1.5 minutes, minute 20 seconds before things open up. I've only heard one coach talk about a team engaging a little bit early, shooting a little bit early. Haven't heard anything since, so hopefully nothing bad happened about that. Hopefully they were able to get that fixed right away. It didn't involve us, so that's good. And we only got about a minute, 56 seconds left. And we should be in the zone where we can start engaging. Yep, there's those Spider-Man gauntlets we were talking about. This could be a real advantage to move very quickly, or relocate and rotate around an enemy team pretty quickly as you get towards the end game. So those are nice to have, especially if you have Have the whole team equipped with them can be a really good advantage. We're about 16 seconds away from engaging. Looks like we found a spot that we want to try to get to. We've got one player who's a little bit further. Oh, they're sticking pretty well together. Okay, that's good. All right, we are now in the zone, so we should now be able to be free to engage other players. Oh, we had a map, so we were trying to get to find this hidden loot. All right, yep, there's another team floating in right away, taking a couple shots. Looks like there's a couple teams battling it out over there. I don't know if we're third partying or if we got somebody closer. Yeah, it's shooting our. Yeah, we've got somebody right on top of us. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. We got one down. We got one of our players knocked. And now we lost Strong Kiwi 74. We got two players still up. So if we can just go, you can go, we can go find one of those vans and bring it back in. Ooh, still taking a lot of fire. Good job getting some walls up. A chance to defend. These guys are pretty far apart. See, I don't know if he's far enough apart, if he's just going for a van or if he's trying to flank an angle. Got all that Epic trying to get some life back in. Okay, so that team jumped into a car and took off. We are outside the zone. There's still plenty of time. We just have to find a van to get. Oh, we're pushing up aggressively. Looks like we did not get an elimination. Oh no, we do have one elimination for the team. Still got a player over there. You can see him jumping around. Yet they've got the web slingers as well. Not sure if we're going to be able to bring our player back in. Oftentimes, a lot of teams will camp those vans, so it's tough to, if you don't find one right away, it's really tough to bring a player back in. Looks like we're still taking shots, trying to move and rotate. We know we've got to get into that circle. I'll still have over a minute, but these guys are web slinging around, trying to get around. There is a van up here that we can use to bring our player back. Just trying to sneak our way around here. Oh, taking shots from behind. Returning fire back, see if we can. It's just not a good angle for us. We had the high ground, but yeah, it looks like we got split up a little bit too far. We just have Odd Epic back in the match, and yeah, he got outgunned there at the end. All right, so that's 24th place. Not too bad. Not as good as we've done the last couple of rounds, but we did get elimination, so that's going to be worth 2 points for us for this round. And now we will have to wait until round 2 starts. I don't know how many players were left. I think there's quite a few players left in the match. It looks like there's still 56 players left in the match. So we got a bit of a ways to go before we'll be able to start the next one. But we're getting accustomed. Looks like we're going to try to get the code in already. So, all right. Well, we're going to go on mute here. I'll go in and meet up with the team. We'll coach up a little bit and we'll get them ready for round 2. So might be a good 10 minutes or so. We'll see.
Our favorite time of year, with every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play. The trees aglow, many as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash. Every chest is full, rare and beautiful. Toys for every loadout, for fun without a doubt. There's loot in the mountains, everyone can see. So take it slow, say hello to a wonderland of snow. There's loot in the mountains, our favorite time of year. With every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play. The trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash. Every chest is full, rare and beautiful. Toys for every loadout, for fun without a doubt. There's loot in the mountains, everyone can see. So take it slow, say hello to a wonderland of snow. with every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play, the trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash. Every chest is full, rare and beautiful. Toys for every loadout, for fun without a doubt. There's loot in the mountains, everyone can see. So take it slow, say hello to a wonderland of snow. There's loot in the mountains, our favorite time of year. With every round can be found a new winner crowned. There's loot in the mountains where the llamas play, the trees aglow, minis flow, a wonderland of snow. All the mats are free, piled as high as a tree. Let's break out the chug splash and buff up in a flash. to doubt. There's loot in the mountains. Everyone can see. So take it slow. Say hello to the wonderland of snow.
All right, well, we just saw the end of the previous match. We switched over to the national stream real quick. It was kind of a cool ending. You had one trio of Team Folian Black Spider-Man skins, and it was 3 other teams with just 1 player left each. And as you'd expect, the trio was able to win out. So, but it was kind of fun to watch. Those individual players they lasted a long time, and eventually, though, they just kind of blew the floor out underneath the last one, dropped them down, and that was it. So the new code is in, as you can see. We've got 77 players in here. I think we're looking for 84. 84 in total if we queue to what we were supposed to have last time. There's a couple of coaches that have just said that they're having a little trouble getting in. So we can give them an extra second here to try to get back in and join the match. Looks like we might be up to 83. I find it interesting when we have different number, like a higher number in the second round. And sometimes I guess more kids, sometimes the kids show up late and they're only able to make it into the second match. Maybe, but ideally you get the same amount for each one. So then you know everybody who wanted to get in got in. Yeah, look at that, we're up to 86 now. But the more players, the better. The fuller we can make these maps, the better experience we can provide for all the kids. So we'll take it. So we got to be getting pretty close. The downside of winning is you don't get much of a break in between matches. Everybody's ready to queue up again right away. Like one of the teams that's having problems just reported that they're good and they're in. I think we're just waiting on Lone Tree to give us the go ahead. I think they're ready. We are all queued up and ready to go. Once again, we've got Strong Kiwi 74 in your upper left, we've got Odd Epic in your upper right, and we've got Jack the Destroyer in the bottom. And it looks like Lone Tree just said that they're in, so I think that's everybody we're expecting. That puts us at 89 for this one, so that's nice. That's a nice full, we're gonna have a full island. So there should be lots of good action, just like last time. Hopefully we just come out on top this time. All right, we just got the game. They're going to kick off the game pretty much right now. So, see, all of our players are heading back to their chairs. We have And we're in. I missed the final count though, but I think it was like close to 90 players all in. So that's awesome. It's gonna be a nice full match. All right, and we are into Spawner Island here. Hopefully. It always makes me nervous. You don't want to be the team that gets kicked out. There we go, and we're in. All right. So these guys have been landing at Tilted quite a bit. See if they'll probably do the same. It's been a good landing spot. And already, all right, that was quick. Yep, looks like they're going to go to the same spot on the map, as you can see. Going to mark there. They'll do a little bit of looting there before they head over and try to open that vault. It's been a pretty good strategy for them. It's worked out pretty well. It's pretty close to the flight path, though, so they might not be the only ones there, just like last time. But we'll see how it goes. Everybody's out of the bus. Head down. There's not a lot of pressure to land together because you can't start fighting until zone 2, but you also don't want to get too far apart from each other either. You can spread out a little bit though and maximize the amount of loot that you can get in a little bit of more short period of time, especially if somebody else lands here, because then you can't fight, but there's competition for there's only so much loot on the ground. So, all right, Odd Epic is the first one to get boots down. Already starting to loot and grab materials. Now we've got Strong Kiwi 74 down and Jack the Destroyer down as well. It's starting right away, getting everything off the roof and then working their way down. Hopefully we can find something good here before we move on. Usually there's some decent shields here. Good job by Odd Epic. Continue to grab those mats. Always helpful to just keep swinging that axe. Keep getting materials because you're going to need those later in the game for protection. You don't want to run out of mats when you get yourself into a firefight and need a little bit more protection from because some other team is trying to third party you or whatever the case may be. So, all right, so these guys are out of all their original buildings and it looks like we're on the move. So hopefully one of the coaching points, we try to ask the kids, what was something that we thought went really well and what's something that we could work on. And rotating, being able to rotate around enemies and reposition ourselves is something that they were doing really well. And they agreed that sticking together is something that they should work on. So hopefully we'll see them put that into practice. They're not super together right now, but they're not that far apart either. So it looks like part of the team does like to go to this yellow house and loot this first before heading over to the vault, whereas one of our players likes to just head straight over to the vault, which is fine because again you can't be engaged here, so we've got plenty of time. So we got plenty of loot here. Just heard in my ear on the Discord channel that one team engaged early, but they self-reported. They self-reported themselves. They had one kid get a little eager, but the coach got on it right away, so that's good to hear. So hopefully we won't continue to have, or we'll only continue to have minor incidents like that. Alright, so we've got one by the vault already, and the other two still up at the yellow house. Now they're going to head over to the vault. So hopefully they can open that up and get some more loot. Once again, so it's Strong Kiwi 74 in your upper left, Odd Epic in your upper right, and Jack the Destroyer across the bottom. Looks like, okay, we got two of them there. We're just waiting on Strong Kiwi 74 to jump in. Here he comes. Okay, now they can open up the vault. Get the good loot. Well, looks like we're not alone here. Everybody's waiting for us to get the door open. Now you got to grab as much as you can. Just grab as much as you can. Make sure nobody fights. And then get out of it. Technically, you're not allowed to loot steal, so we will report that. It's just... Fortunately, it's not a major issue, but it is against the rules, and we got out of there without any damage, so that's good. But yeah, you're not supposed to be able to. If somebody else beats you to a spot, you got to just surrender the spot. I understand that. So, but we'll try to get those tags, and we'll report that, and that'll become a coaching point for one of the other teams. So everybody's still alive. Everybody's here. We got a nice wall built up there. Looks like we're probably going to jump into that rift there, jump up in the air and rotate. Let's see, let's peek in. There's still a lot of time. It's 2.5 minutes. Yeah, there we go. So we got into it. We're going to rotate. We are outside the circle. We're going to go back towards the bridge as usual. Definitely have an MO here. And, but somebody is already built over here, so somebody's beating us to the punch. I think this bridge is probably already looted this time around. I'm guessing it was the group that was just with us at that other site. They probably landed here and came over. So I'm not sure if we're going to find much here this time around. Looks like we've marked. Yep, so we're not alone here, so we got to be careful. Gonna peek in here. We've got about 1:30 before we can start engaging another team. We don't have full shields. So it looks like we're gonna relocate a little bit, but this is around the time you want to see the team start to pull back together and stay close together. Because you only have about 1 minute left before you can start engaging, and you just don't know. Somebody could have been watching us this entire time, just waiting for the opportunity to take a poke at us. There's another team in a boat, working away from us, or circling back around. We got to be careful here. There's still 46 seconds before we can engage. We can hang back, or we can try to play aggressive, but we still got to get inside. Eventually you need to get inside this next circle. So you're not having to deal with that and eventually take damage when the storm starts coming in. Alright, looks like they're sticking together, so that's good improvement. They're going to quickly go across these zip lines, stick to the high ground. Looks like we did see somebody over there. And looks like we probably only, I think we're open to engage here in about 2 seconds. So I think we are free to engage now. Yep, somebody's in the air. Yep, there we go. Alright. Somebody just jumped off a pad near us. Whoa, we got people right up on top of us too. Switching to shotguns, try to get some quick knocks here. Got one down. There we go. Okay, so we got Odd Epic is down. We're still engaging. Gonna try to build. Oh, okay. Oh, and we just lost. Yeah, we just lost Odd Epic. Oh, okay. So we still got Strong Kiwi, and we still got Jack the Destroyer. We should be able to get Odd Epic back in if we can find a van down here in the city. All right, well that's not a bad start. We got a couple eliminations, I think, out of that. And now we're rotating. We got those splashers, so if we can get him back in the game, we can get him some shields right away. We are a little bit split up here, but we are trying to rush and get up to the stand as quickly as we can and build it in. Strong Kiwi fell behind a little bit. Hopefully we can get, oh, we're already getting shot at here. It's going to be tough. Okay, boom. Oh, this is the importance of sticking together. All right, so we lost. Okay, it's just strong Kiwi 74 here. And now they've got control of the van. I think is there another, and there might be another group coming in as well. I think that's the Colombo coming in too. Okay, let's not get distracted by him. Somebody's coming in on a four-wheeler. There are players all around. This is a tough spot to be in. There's a lot of action going on the other side of that grass. You got the Colombo in there. Looks like we triggered him. So making other teams have to go after him, causing a distraction. But I don't have good visibility onto where those teams rotated. There's got to be somebody still by the van, you would think. Trying to sneak in here. See if we can't get somebody back in. Oh, somebody's swinging around on that white. Oh, man, they got us. Okay. Yep, so they were just kind of hiding on the other side of that Colombo. There's still a lot of teams here. 26th place. All right. Well, we finished about the same both times. We got elimination. In both of them, I think we got 2 this time, so that should be worth 3 points. So, not too bad. Starting to see the team. Again, it was the separation at the end. So that'll be the coaching point where we got to stick together, or you can get picked apart there at the end. So, but hey, thanks for joining us. We're going to tune out here. We're going to go switch over to the national stream. But same time next week, and we'll pick it up and hopefully continue to move from there. All right, thank you for joining us here at XP League Brookfield.